So it's a shame that I haven't seen one of the votive effects yet, because there's something I want to talk about, but then you don't really have the context behind it yet. But just be aware, you know how there's a no knockback debuff? This guy has this by default. He basically is always knockback immune, which sounds very irrelevant, but it's useful to know because there's one votive effect for which this applies for. And the votive effect, what it does basically is it one-shots monster. But then if the monsters are knockback immune, it doesn't one-shot them. It does, let's say, 1/3 of their health instead. So just something to keep in mind. That guy is one of 2 monsters that have this knockback immunity effect permanently on. So this guy, this fracture is very risky, very dangerous. It's a pretty fast point-blank AoE. If you've ever done your Ricardos, it's exactly like the bombs, the grenades. Now, this guy is pretty unique. When he dies, he doesn't actually die. You're gonna see. I'm gonna kill him. And you see he's self-destructing. This will actually do damage to me, even all the way there. Oh, it did not. Okay, so, but it's pretty big. It's like there. It would probably have damaged me on the edge there. It's a pretty big AoE circle. However, it's proximity-based. So the closer you are, the more damage you take. So you see this did damage to me, not that much, didn't even go through the shield. But if I was, say, there, it most definitely would kill me. Okay, this patrol is... It's not that bad, but you have to know what it does. It does a massive pushback when you pull it. I'll show you. Pretty big. It was about 20 yalms, in fact. So it puts a poison on you as well. Poison isn't that bad. Just be warned that he's gonna do the charge again shortly after your poison stat drops. So it's like 20-second cooldown or something. Yeah, about 20 seconds. So about every 20 seconds you do the charge again. Which all you really have to know is make sure you're not facing like a room or, you know, somewhere with other monsters. Like don't fight that guy. I'll use a safety just to show you, but like don't face that guy like that. Don't fight him like that, because then you're obviously gonna get pushed in the room, which could have traps, monsters, etc. Just make sure you're facing your back against the wall, and it's not bad. It's not that bad of a monster. This monster, honestly, the biggest danger is pulling him accidentally while you're fighting something else. Okay, that guy does nothing. He does a little cone. Send blast on telegraph. Be warned, he has a tank buster. You're gonna see it. It's called Mandible something. Mandible or Bite. On tank, this is like a whatever. On a DPS, it's kind of a whatever, but you definitely would want to have like your Quantum Potion rolling for this guy, right? Sorry, your Pilgrim's Potion. Like the kind of monster that, let's say you were fighting 2, they would definitely kill you pretty fast if you just let it happen. So make sure you're not like fighting that guy with 20% HP. Make sure you got your potion rolling and it's no issue. Croc is similar. Croc has an untelegraphed line AoE like this. That's all he does. But he has one gimmick. It's like whenever he gets low HP, like you see right now, he's doing all he's doing is that line AoE. He's gonna do nothing else. Again. When he is low, he will transfer into doing only 10 busters. Crushing Fang. He will spam it like this, you see? Every GCD. So on tank, this is really a whatever. On DPS, this will kill you really fast. Luckily for you, it only does it when he's low HP. So it's kind of unlikely that you would really deal with it, because you're probably killing it. You know, it's already low, so you're probably killing it in a few seconds at most. This guy is like a Garm, if you've ever done the other deep dungeons, except he wombos the in-out, and it's a cast name to like figure it out. So I'll just show you if I LOS this. Let's say I just can't deal with this. Like I don't remember, right? It's too fast. I could just LOS it like this. It's always an in-out or out-in. That's the whole mechanic. Now, the way to actually solve it, if you want to like do it legit, if it's called shrinking, it's just the circle is starting big. And if it's called growing, So this one, shrinking. If it's shrinking, it means it's starting bait, right? Like this. So then it's gonna be a small one after. And then if he does the opposite, if he does a growing, then it's because it's starting small and it's gonna get bigger. Let's see if we can make him do it before we kill him. And yes, if you're not confident, you cannot stun him, but you can hide behind a wall. If you're not confident about doing this mechanic. So shrinking means it's gonna start big, and then it's gonna get small, but I want to see the other one. We're gonna let him do it one more time, and then if he doesn't do it, whatever. I mean, you guys know it's the opposite. It's growing, so it's starting small. That's the only ability he does, by the way. Definitely do not carry the guy around. That's the kind of fight you just want to stand there. And just make sure you have a wall ready. If you're scared, you're gonna fuck up this one. Growing, okay, so there it starts small. And then we go in. Like this. There's a pretty big leeway between like the two things happening. Okay, this guy is a gimmick monster. I mean, a lot of them are, but this one, just know he's gonna do a little like circle front thing. Well, it doesn't show it to you. Hail of Heals, it simply is 4 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. This will, like, there's no RNG there. He's not gonna like turn around. He's not gonna do it behind him or anything. It's always a frontal 4-time cleave. So it's just trying to catch you like going back into it. It doesn't do anything more than that. Don't overcomplicate it. This guy is pretty easy. He's a bit like UTD. All he does is Earthquake, but nothing else. Earthquake being a point blank like that. He does it pretty often, so just make sure you respect it. He doesn't like shoot any sand pillars or anything. Just the Earthquake. Okay, this guy does 2 moves. He either does a trounce, which is a front cleave, or he does a mighty spin, which is a circle. So trounce is a front cleave. So pretty like thin cone, like this. And then he's gonna do it again. He always does between the two. So mighty spin is just move away. All this guy does is a circle AoE on himself. That's it. I have to say his damage is not super high, but if you're a DPS, a bit like the mandible guy. If you're a DPS, it can catch you off guard if you're fighting for over a long period of time. Okay, so that monster is interesting. So this bird, when you pull him, he doesn't do anything. He only does like a very small until it draft cone. However, this guy out of combat, if you stay like kind of close to him, you're gonna see at some point he starts glowing red. It's very important for you guys to know. Okay, so when he does this, rolling barrage, I mean, just remember, bait flying bird, if he's glowing red, this is actually very dangerous. He's gonna explode. So I hope this spot is a real LOS spot, but he's gonna do a massive AoE like this. If you are in range of this, not hidden behind something, you will die. This will kill you. So I just want to show you something. Let's say you are in fact like in combat, and then you're like, you don't have time to run away, right? I'm there and I'm like, holy shit, I don't have time to run away, right? Oh, I'm screwed. Well, you can pull him. Like, as a last-ditch effort, you can pull him, and if you pull him, it will interrupt the cast. But I highly recommend you don't let things get to that point. I recommend you just kill him when you see him. Just like, when you approach a room, peek inside real quick, make sure there's nothing that's going off. And yes, I will show you again the range, just so you have an idea of the range. Let's just look at this guy. Like this. Would this app kill me? No, it would not, because I was behind a wall. So this would only kill you if you don't LOS, but I would always just pull him. Okay, this guy does 2 things. This is a cone. It looks very scary because it's a long cast, but it's just a medium-sized cone. The other thing he does, which hopefully he does, is this. Arrogance Storm. That is a circle on you. It started on you. An easy way to tell them apart is the one that's on you, which is more dangerous, is like glowing red and is no interruptible, and the other one that's not dangerous is non-interruptible. That's the way I remember it personally. Okay, that guy can be... He's like the rock slide guy, but he's a bit less dangerous in my opinion. So when you pull him, he does two things. Either does donut or cross shape. It's very obvious, you're gonna see. Donut is definitely the easiest one. Just stand there. Now, cross shape is exactly like the rock slide guy we fought earlier. Except it will show you the cross shape before it happens, so it's like easier to react to it. He always does, it's always random which one he does, so there it is. This is just triangle shapes, and you want to go at the corner of them like this. Much easier to handle than a rock slide guy. Okay, let's go over the boss. This guy has a actual one-shot KO mechanic that you will die against. So you really gotta make sure you understand this. Everything else is not that threatening, but he has like that one mechanic that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so let's pull him. So that's a fight where you don't want to move around too much and you kind of want to stay near the middle. So when he does this, there's two things going on. There's always going to be a side that's glowing because his whiskers are glowing. And then the cast name will either be lair or range. I will explain again when we get it. Stalking Static is just a bunch of balls and they're all going to be connected. And then the one at the end explodes in the bigger circle. And these ones have a little telegraph to like watch out, but you just want to move away like this. Pretty simple. Now that's the same mechanic, but he's doing the other one. So this front is unsafe because it's glowing. Perilous lair is whenever he will do a point blank like this. That's why you want to keep him near the middle. It's so that you have like space to navigate. Okay, Prowling Dead, that's the real mechanic. I'm gonna get a debuff. This one, nowhere to run. Every time I move, I get stacked, and if I get 8, I'm dead, KO'd. So now what I have to do is I have to do this while moving at the bare minimum, right? So this one, we got the easy pattern. We got back plus rain. So then I only have to move a little bit in the back in the rain, right? So he's gonna combo basically the debuff plus the mechanics. There we get the lightning again. Easiest one by far. Just make sure you don't stand between the balls and then you just stay away from the big one, right? There's a lot of time to do it. A lot of time. Perilous Lair. So Perilous Lair, get away, and then we don't want to be on the side that's glowing. Now after this, he's gonna do the debuff again, most dangerous part of the fight. Whenever he's gonna do it, make sure you're like near the middle. Make sure you're like by his melee there, melee match range. So this is the same run thing again. We just have to do the next mechanic. So Roaring Rain, well, this time we were very lucky. It's literally don't move, right? Because it's the bad is behind and then rain is inside. I'm definitely gonna show you the other one. He's gonna do it at some point. There's another debuff. There's only 2 debuffs. That's one of the 2 we can get. Both of them KO you if you don't do it successfully. So again, we just want to get away from the one on the edge. It's always the one on the edge. You don't even have to know in which order they're spawning. You just have to know that it's always the one at the edge that's gonna explode. So see there, like this. You can get hit. This is like especially tank privilege. You can get hit by all this stuff with Steel Bark, no issue. You can tank a lot of it. The only thing you have under every circumstance to do is a debuff. If you're like getting overwhelmed, do nothing but the debuff. So this one again, it's don't move too much. Let's say I don't know, right? let's say I don't know how to solve this, I'm like panicking, right? I'm like, holy shit, I don't know what to do. Just stop moving, pop all your defensive, and tank it. Because at least you won't die, okay? The debuff is always the most important thing to solve. If you're getting overwhelmed, at the very least, like, just solve the debuff and ignore everything else, okay? Most important thing, because the debuff kills you. We've seen everything except we haven't seen one of the debuffs, so this one is easy. Just move behind. Perilous Lair. I think the cast names are pretty obvious on that boss, but Perilous Lair is just get away, and range is obviously get in. Like the way I remember it personally is that if it's not a range, then it's get out. So we keep getting the one where we have to not move too much. So this one is just the end. Don't move too much. 8. You die at 8 stacks, by the way. So you can see that little movement there only cost me 2 stacks. So you can move quite a fair distance. I would say the most dangerous like permutation of the move debuff, the don't move too much debuff, is if you have like a getaway. If you have getaway and the light is on your side, that's the most you'd have to move. Like this, but keep in mind this, you can move like you don't have to move really far back. You can just move on this side, right? Like this. Yes, gap closers will add stacks. Very good point, thank you. So gap closers don't cheat away the stacks. You still get the stats from moving. Okay, I keep getting the one where you have to not move too much. I'm gonna stop attacking just so I get the other one. So this one again, we just move away. There are 4 stacks there. 4 stacks. I moved that distance. So if I move twice that, I was gonna die. And yes, you cannot cheat that debuff with gap closers. Thank you for the reminder. You cannot. They will add as many stacks as you would have gotten from moving normally. I have to stop attacking. Sorry. I have to see the other one. Perilous Lair. So see, that's why you should not have this guy near the wall. It's because if you do, you basically block a side off like this. So you should really try and keep this fight more centered. It's just easier to handle. So whenever you get that debuff, this one you must get hit by the light component of his attack to remove it. So it's very simple. You simply do the rain or the lair part, but you gotta make sure you face the light element, which is always the whiskers. And as long as you do this successfully, then you will lose a debuff.